Hello, welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them them. This one is a patron vote winner, yay! And the theme this week was Songs of Seduction. So it's kind of interesting because this song really has that feel to it, yet it's actually a song about breaking up and being a two-timer. Come on, that's got to be like the sexiest saxophone though, eh? So smooth.
Silver screen and all its sad goodbye.
You know what? There's something so smooth about his voice. The way that it echoes the saxophone, and maybe this is purposeful in how they are approaching saxophone. You know, it's not a ska saxophone. It's really smooth. It's got that kind of jazz, slinky sort of edge to it. And he has that in his attack for every note. He's not using glottals. He's not using punch. He's not using... He's using all this sad. It has this gentleness to the start of each note. It's really, really subtle in how he's approaching everything and really, really controlled. Now I have to say George Michael is a fantastic, fantastic technical singer, and he really showcases it here. Here it's so easy. So beautiful, like hear that this constant ooziness in those dynamics. But what I really love about his voice is the fact that he goes up to this balanced, beautiful mix. It's light, it's controlled, but yet it's warm and like silk. And often when people go up into this point of their range, they have to put loads of power in, which has its place, or they can be really, really light and breathy. But he is spot on in like a dead mix where he's able to get that warmth, but also that control and lightness. It's really difficult singing and really good. It's so cheesy, but it takes a lot of hard work.
Time can never mend the careless whispers of a good friend to the heart and mind. Ignorance is kind. There's no comfort in the truth. Pain is the whole you'll find. I'm never gonna dance again.
He is really tasteful in where he's using breath. So I can't think of where he was doing it, but he in like pushing a little bit of breath through at the end, that he's using that resonance at the top and then letting it go so you get that whispery, intimate vibe. He's never making it too loud. He wants to make it feel really intimate, as if he's singing it directly to someone, as if they are dancing on the dance floor and they're there right in front of each other, and you really get that vibe. Maybe I can't cut off the sax solo. Yeah, saxophone playing is great as well. That's why this works so well, because their approach to saxophone and breath within the saxophone is the same as his voice. It really matches so well. And I think that feeling of intimacy makes it feel more sexy because it does feel like he's speaking really closely to you. It feels like he's speaking to you. And I think that's why people get that vibe from this song. I also want to point out that his vowels are really interesting. So, got no rhythm, take me for a fool. He goes, instead of a fool and closing, no one says full, and then closes onto the L. He doesn't do that. He wants to keep his vowels as open as possible, and he is really great at having really interesting but open vowel shapes. So he'll be like, fool, and go to a wall instead of ooh. But there's lots of things, like the first line, I feel so unsure. He's not going to the he's like, sure. So everything you'll hear is really, really open.
Tonight the music seems so loud.
Loud. Proud.
It's better this way. We'd hurt each other with the things we want to say. We could have been so good together. We could have lived this dance forever. But now who's gonna dance with me?
And
Please stay. And I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
it literally looks like Freddie Mercury's in the audience. I don't think it is, but there was a person who looked like him. I think it is so interesting the way he flips there and allows it to be breathy. Even on that big moment, he's not pushing, he's not making it rocky, he's just adding a little bit of a heavier mix, a little bit more chord closure, so a little bit thicker vocal folds is what he's actually doing, thickening them off to make it a little bit heavier sounding, and it just lifts it that little bit, gives it that little bit more desperation, I guess.
Though it's easy to pretend.
I love George Michael. Guilty pleasure.
To cheat a friend and waste the chance that I'd been given. So I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Now that you're gone.
Nice.
Now that you're gone, it's so wrong that you had to leave me alone.
Oh. Look, I know that George Michael is the cheesiest music going, but I have to say, I remember being completely obsessed with Wham! When I discovered them when I was a teenager, and then finding his duet of that cover as by Stevie Wonder originally with Mary J. Blige in the George Michael version, and being like, I really love this, he's so good, and his technique is great. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta love a bit of cheesy pop. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!
Down.